A medical crisis with a blood supply emergency. The national organization announced that the U.S. blood supply is in a critical shortage. Since early August, blood supply levels have dropped nearly 25%. The nation's blood shortage is due to a significant drop in donations. Donation numbers have fallen as a result of several months of back-to-back climate-driven disasters across the country. The American Red Cross is asking for your help as they are in need of over 12,000 blood donations each day in order to meet patients' needs. And another medical issue facing the state of Texas is one we deal with every year, the flu. But this time it might be worse than usual. As we finish summer and transition into fall, ntTV's Chelsea Jones is live on campus at the Health and Wellness Center to tell us more about what doctors are saying about the upcoming flu season.
Thanks, Madison. Fall season may be back, but so is influenza season. Influenza, also known as the flu, is causing some serious concerns amongst hospitals. The CDC reports that not only are people contracting the flu, but a combination of flu, RSV, and COVID-19, some even coining it the term triple-demic. Analyst reports hospitals could be expecting 15 to 25 weekly hospitalizations for every 100,000 people. According to the Department of State of Health Services, Denton County is currently in an influenza-like illness-only state. Some ways to prevent the flu include washing hands for 20 seconds, wearing a mask, and getting the flu vaccine. Flu vaccines are now being distributed in Denton County. You can get them at CVS or Walgreens. No appointments required. That's all I have. Back to you all at the desk.
Thanks, Chelsea. These cooler temperatures have felt so nice for the past few days, but I'm not sure how long the nice weather's going to last.
Me either, Mauricio, but our weather anchor, Kayla Bumpus, can tell us more of what we can expect for the rest of this week. Kayla?
Unfortunately, last week's cool weather was an outlier for what we can expect this week. Right now, it is 92 degrees Fahrenheit, feeling the same with wind speeds at 11 miles per hour, and it is a clear, sunny day. Tonight, it's going to cool down to 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind speeds are going to slow down to 7 miles per hour, and it's going to be a clear night. Now tomorrow, it's going to warm up a little bit to 86, feeling around 89, and wind speeds are going to pick up to 15 miles per hour. We are going to see a few clouds, so go ahead and watch out for that. It is still going to be pretty warm. That's all I have for now. Stick around for full weather.
Thanks, Kayla. UNT works to support students with whatever issues they may be facing. The Division of Student Affairs has a dozen of resources both on campus and off to help our students. One of those programs is the Smart Recovery Meetings. ntTV's Camille Perrin is at Chestnut Hall with more information about this organization. Camille?
Thanks, Madison. Addiction and drug use rates have exploded in the recent past. According to the National Center for Drug Abuse Statistics, the annual rate of overdose deaths among young people has quadrupled within the last 20 years. That's one of the reasons why UNT's RISE, or Recovery Intervention Support and Education Program, has put together its Smart Recovery Group, which will be meeting in Chestnut Hall shortly. The SMART group emphasizes a science-based path to cure addiction and helps students create their own personalized plan to recovery so they can start leading a more balanced, healthy life at their own pace. The support group meets every Monday in Chestnut Hall, room 324A from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. No registration is required, so walk-ins are welcome. Remember, the first step starts with you. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Camille. Mental health is an extremely important topic, especially for students. Learning can be difficult on top of navigating new social settings amongst classmates and teachers. One school in Virginia may have found a warm and fuzzy solution, though. CNN's Taylor Rosari has the story.
In a corner of the second floor at East Rockingham High School sits Diana Kemper's history classroom, a paw print signaling to students and faculty that a few times a week there is an extra helping paw in the room. Depending on the day, it is either 5-year-old lab Mandy or her little coworker, 4-year-old corgi May.
Some students like one more than the other, and connect more with one than the other, but they seem to enjoy them both a lot.
The two dogs are a part of a therapy program throughout Rockingham County Public Schools. Most of the time, they're in Mrs. Kemper's classroom, but also work with students in the library and counseling offices.
school becomes less institutional and feels more like home. I smile more, they smile more, and when there's just a more relaxed environment in the classroom, I feel like students can connect with each other and with me more, and it leads to better learning outcomes. Good girl.
One of those students, Mary Stevenson, is a junior and is currently in her second year having Mandy in her class.
And like if you're having like a bad day, she definitely knows because she'll come up, she'll lay on your feet, and just all around I've known her for 2 years now, and she's always been just a really good dog.
Another student, Dabrel Skavaski, says he is in his first year at East Rockingham, and it is always a joy to be greeted by Mandy.
Some people might be just drained or tired or maybe just not having a good morning, but I think she just brightens up the mood in the day, and she's just fun for everybody in general.
And whether it's Mandy or May, Mrs. Kemper says she and the duo are grateful to provide comfort in any way that they can.
I have students who will come in during break sometimes and just walk straight over, sit next to Mandy. They don't say a word to me. They pet her, enjoy sitting with her for a few moments and walk out, and then look back and smile. So I don't always know exactly what's going on with a student that day, but if she helps alleviate some anxiety, that's what she's here for.
Man, I would love to have a therapy dog by my side, but I guess I'll have to stick with my normal dog, my Shih Tzu Goku.
Yeah, I completely agree, Mauricio. My dog's name is Dallas, funny enough, so he definitely reminds me of home, but bringing him to my exams, that'd probably be awesome.
Oh yeah, I bet. But now coming up next, after the break, how a United Auto Workers strike may cause production issues.
And as our hot summer comes to a close, we may be looking forward to a cold winter. We'll be right back.
Did you know you have access to video equipment like DVDs, video games, and cameras? That's right, you do. Come on down to Chilton Library and fulfill your media dream. Located on the bottom floor next to the student sculpture. Hope to see you there soon.
Hey girl, you know you look good. I like the way you move and groove. I'm not sure.
I'm here to rescue you.
Oh, my prince.
No so fast.
This story's going to be awesome.
Can I see your voter registration, please? All right, you're good. No registration, no entry. All right. Let me see your voter registration card, please.
I'm not registered to vote.
No registration, no entry.
Dude, my friends are already in there.
No registration, no entry.
What the?
Join the club. Register to vote today.
Day 4 of the strike by the United Auto Workers against Ford and GMC still continues.
We are a family. These are our brothers and sisters on the picket line. We will support them.
Tracy Smith came from the Ford Rossville plant in Ypsilanti. Workers there have not been called to walk out yet.
They could call tomorrow and say, Rossville's next, but we're ready. We're ready to stand up to these corporations and the unfair equity pay in America.
Workers from states like Illinois and Ohio have made their way to Michigan to support their fellow union members.
Feels awesome for their support, coming out, traveling to support us.
Even politicians have been out on the picket line, including House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
Cause is just. Lifting up the great American middle class dream for these auto workers and future generations of UAW workers is a critical fight. And it will also raise the bar for workers all across America. And that's why you're seeing so much support and solidarity across the country.
The UAW has demanded wage increases, a 32-hour work week, and retiree benefits such as cost of living allowances, pensions, and health care. And that's not all.
I hope that they get rid of the tiers Everybody deserves equal pay for equal work.
Meanwhile, Tracy Smith says the companies need to meet the union's demands for the sake of newer workers.
New generation of workers aren't making a fair wage. They can barely make it. They deserve a living wage, and they need to be brought up to what we make.
We'll keep you updated as the story develops, as Arlington is home to one of the biggest GMC plants.
Maddie, all this driving back and forth from school has my pockets feeling a little empty. You know any ways I could maybe save on gas during this school year?
Well, that's a great question, Mauricio. At least here on campus, our Denton on a Dime anchor, Melanie Garcia, has some great ideas. Melanie?
Campus, and I found that the bus is actually one of the best ways to do it.
If you're looking for ways to save money on a daily basis, UNT Transportation has the solution for you. DCTA operates 12 UNT routes Monday through Friday, times vary. UNT students, faculty, and staff can ride the DCTA services for free by presenting their UNT ID cards. Riding the bus can save you time and money, from the struggle to finding a parking spot to paying for an expensive parking pass. UNT student Faber Olufemi has more to say on the subject.
So I like riding the bus because it's really convenient, like it's easy, it's fast, especially, you know, like if you don't have a car, because I don't have a car right now, so it's like nice to like have like, you know, a very reliable form of transportation for college. But like if you can take the bus, I recommend you should, because that's like free transportation. Like it can get you like basically almost anywhere.
UNT also has buses that run in the evenings, so if you have an apartment off campus, you can use one of the buses to get home. Margarita has more to say.
So the bus, once you pay your student fees, then riding the bus is unlimited. So you don't have to pay a fee for each time that you ride a bus. So we really ask that students get familiar with the different routes. That way they can know where they can go. For example, students who live on campus can take a bus that goes to Razor Ranch, so they can go to Walmart, they can go to the Albertsons out there. And same is true for anyone that lives in Denton. Even if you're in an apartment, you can check out the buses that the city has through dcta.net and find buses that are in your area that go to different places, so you can go all around the city.
For more information, you can download the Transit app or go to dcta.net for the bus route times and more. That's all I have today. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Melanie. Buses are a great way to get around Denton, especially for the increasing number of college students this year. The University of North Texas is now the top school for career readiness in Texas, with one of the largest student bodies in the country. Nearly 47,000 students have enrolled this fall semester. University officials say the advanced academic programs and services are helping prepare students for entering a fast-changing workforce. Just last year, more than 12,000 degrees were awarded. Economic experts say that was part of the $5.4 billion in annual earnings in the Lone Star State.
Well, I don't know about you, Mauricio, but last week's cooler temperatures were such a relief from the constant heat we've had for these past few months.
Oh my gosh, you're so right, Maddie, but I'm not quite sure how much longer we can expect that nice cool breeze. But our weather anchor, Kayla Bumpus, has more on what we can expect for the rest of the week. Kayla?
Mauricio, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but unfortunately that cool weather has not stuck around and it is back warm just like the summer. Right now in North Texas, it is 92 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very similar in the area. In Paris, Texas, it is 91. In Sulphur Springs, 93. And over in Sherman, it is 95. Across the state, we're still seeing lots of 90s. Over in Oklahoma City, it is 90 degrees Fahrenheit. In Austin, Texas, it is 94, and in Amarillo, it is 91. Let's take a look at this week's forecast. This week, it is going to be cloudy and warm. Starting Wednesday, a high of 94 and a low of 71. Thursday, having a high of 94, a low of 75. Friday, having a high of 94 and a low of 74. Saturday, a high of 93 and a low of 76. Sunday, a high of 96, a low of 70. Monday, a high of 90 and a low of 66. And Tuesday, we are finally going to get to see that sun with a high of 88 and a low of 66. Although it is last week of summer, it certainly has not felt like it here in North Texas. Despite the persistent heat we've been seeing, it has been predicted that this coming winter will be the coolest we've seen in a long time. The Farmer's Almanac is a guide for farmers that gives insight for weather in the upcoming seasons. According to the Farmer's Almanac, we can expect a winter as cold as last winter's and potentially cooler. So if you're looking out for your crops this upcoming season, do keep in mind the unpredictable Texas weather. That's all I have for now. Come back next week for the full weather.
National Cheeseburger Day, and we have a bite to share with you.
And it's National Hispanic Heritage Month. I'll tell you more about this special month right after this. Can you unplug me?
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Let's get started. This is a motor vehicle. This is the blinker mechanism. To use it, push it up for the right blinker and down to go left. You're welcome. It was easy.
September 15th marked the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month here in the United States. It's an important month for people of all ethnicities and backgrounds, as Hispanic and Latino cultures have made a monumental impact to the development of the United States as a whole. September 15th is also an important date for many Hispanic cultures, as it is the Independence Day for many countries such as Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. In addition, Mexico celebrates their Independence Days on September 16th, and Chile celebrates theirs September 18th. To find out more about events all around the country that celebrate Hispanic heritage and cultures, go to www.hispanicheritagemonth.gov. Back to you, Madison.
Well, there is another celebration taking place, but it only lasts for a one-day event, but it is a tasty one. It's National Cheeseburger Day, and our Chris Cordova is out there with all the juicy information. Chris?
Burger fans can rejoice because today is National Cheeseburger Day. The history of the cheeseburger is widely disputed by both historians and burger lovers, but many credit the 16-year-old Lionel Sternberger with the idea to add a slice of cheese to a cooking burger. Wendy's, Carl's Jr., and Burger King are all offering discounts and deals on their cheeseburgers. But if you want the cheapest deal, stop by McDonald's for one of the cheapest deals in the country. Today only, McDonald's is offering customers a double cheeseburger for only 50 cents through the McDonald's app. Be sure to go out there and get yourself a cheeseburger. I've got mine right here. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and eat it. Back to you at the desk.
Wow, Chris, that looks almost as good as how well the Cowboys played last night. Did you happen to catch any of the game last night, Mauricio?
I did, Maddie, and I have to say this is the best they've looked in a long time. Our sports reporter, Ramiro Cuellar, has more updates on last night's game. Ramiro?
I totally agree, Mauricio. This is the best the Cowboys have played in a long time. I'll have all the action from yesterday's games and more when we come back from this short break.
And now we return to Fabric of Passion.
Oh, Hector, it will be so hard for us to part, but we must.
But, my love, what did I do? I thought we were meant to be together forever.
I am so disheartened to say that you're just not in style anymore. But you will be, to someone else, in a better place.
You're gonna shred me?
No.
I'm donating you to one of the many clothing donation boxes available on campus. There is one in the Union by the Syndicate and one on Union Circle Drive.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say so? I'm gonna be someone's new shirt.
I thought you'd be more distressed.
Oh, absolutely not. It was cramped in your closet anyways.
Maybe you would like to be shredded after all.
Did you know you have access to video equipment like DVDs, video games, and cameras? That's right, you do. Come on down to Chilton Library and fulfill your media dream. Located on the bottom floor next to the student sculpture. Hope to see you there soon.
Hey girl, you know you look good. I like the way you move and groove. I'm not sure.
The Cowboys were able to dominate the Roger-less Jets in their first home game of the season with a final score of 30-10. Micah Parsons and the Dallas defense proved once again that they are a force to be reckoned with. Parsons finished the game with 2 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. On the offensive side, the Prescott-Lamb connection was in full display, with Dak throwing to Lamb 11 times for a total of 143 yards. Prescott ended the game with 255 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. The Cowboys start the season with 2 commanding performances, and they will look to keep up their momentum next Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. And now we head over to Ruston, Louisiana, where UNT football secured their first win of the season against Louisiana Tech in a dramatic fashion. Mean Green kicker Noah Rauschenberg scored a 31-yard field goal with only 3 seconds left on the clock to give UNT the victory 40-37. Rauschenberg scored 4 out of 4 field goals against the Bulldogs and has a perfect season so far, scoring all 6 of his attempts from the field. In his first start for the team, Chandler Rogers completed 24 out of 41 passes, and for their next game, the Mean Green will receive the ACU Wildcats on September 30th. It is a good time to be a cricket fan in North Texas, as a brand new professional league that will be headquartered in North Dallas was announced last week. I talked to local cricket fans to see how they feel about this new league. Mayor Eric Johnson announced that a new professional sports league called the National Cricket League, or NCL, will be heading to North Texas later this year. The NCL will include 6 teams, including a local franchise.
It's great. It's great for the youngsters to have this league. They'll get opportunities to perform and play for the country.
With the NCL, cricket fans can expect a different experience than what they're accustomed to. In the traditional form of cricket, matches could last up to 5 days. But since 2003, the T20 format, where matches last up to 4 hours, has immensely grown in popularity. But the NCL is attempting to further reduce the match time to 90 minutes by introducing a new, controversial format called T10.
I think it should be at least T20, not less than that, because the players will not get an opportunity to perform in such a short span of time.
Cricket is the second most popular sport in the world, but has failed to capture fans' attention in the US. The National Cricket League and its new format hope to remedy this by creating a faster, action-packed version of the game.
It's quite exciting and thrilling games. Watch and study. It's like you see baseball here, right? Hitting with a bat and ball. A similar kind of word, but they have different rules, different game. That's it.
Also announced its plans to build a cricket-friendly multi-purpose center in Dallas County. The new league is scheduled to begin in December with a 9-day tournament in South Florida. And that's all I have for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ramiro, and thank you for watching ntTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6. Stay safe with that hot weather, and we'll see you back here on North Texas Television.